Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Grove. My name is Huck, and today I'm showing off the progress that we have on this little lobby because some has been made. Now, it's not completely finished, but most of it has been, and I did update the data pack. So when it's ready to go live, it will be going live. And so let me show you a bit of the changes from last week. So obviously we still have our two rooms, one there and one over there, but you'll notice there's now another one. I still need to rename, nope, this is the one I was going to do, the game start room, which has the two game modes. Will be making the motor mystery game at some point, but it's at a later date, which I don't know when I'm going to be able to code it. I'm working on season 3, which is why I'm doing this video and not a more complicated one. Uh, Hopefully I can do more of like a POV trailer thing for my season 3 character. But for right now, we're going to focus on this. So we do have the start game, personal score, and win score. Show this sidebar with the win score ones. I have 29, but that's only because I've been playing a lot of start games to test things. And one of those is the summon stranded players to lobby. Okay, so this one I'm going to need a little bit of an explanation for, or rather, I need to give one. So basically, one of the issues that we were having in the previous version of the lobby is that certain players, well, of the whole mini game world, some players would get occasionally stuck in maps. Say they got disconnected or had logged out during their round for insert reason here. You would have those players stuck in those maps and they would have to wait for somebody to start a new game before they could play another game, before they could get teleported to the lobby. So what this does, you can see it on the side of my screen on the right, that rounds that existed. You have the total game rounds, so that's for the world, and then you have like everyone in the list. And this updates, so everybody who's in the world, if they're present during the game, then they will be updated. And this up so say you're AFK, your score will still be updated. This But if you're not there, it can't update because you're not in the world to do that. But if I click summon stranded players to lobby, let's just reload because I changed, then you go here, which I think I need to make longer. But yeah, we also have a new drop shoot, an extended drop shoot, which I think I need to make a little bit longer, so I'm going to quickly do that. And basically, I decided to make this little transition so that, I don't know, it would just be a little fancier for people uh, to when they're dropping in from a game, when they're dropping, like just joining, and then so bloop, beep. And then it also solves one of the issues that I was told when I was setting up this in general. One of the issues that I was informed of was that some people would be in spectator, but because they would be on top of a block, sometimes they would slip through the block as spectator and then they would drop basically underneath the map. So having it up in the sky means that they would naturally be falling right down here. And because there's this repeating pattern of copper blocks and the copper bulbs, then it also acts as a nice transition. And so you also get that for if you're returning to the lobby for any sort of reason. And that includes the button over here, which hopefully should save the stranded players. So if someone gets stuck in a map, someone who's in the lobby can just press this button and they will pop over there. And of course, they'll still go to the lobby if they are like one of the teams. So I don't expect there to be many issues, but they do exist. Also, if I walk out, you'll see we have updated. Hold on, I'm going to clear the sidebar for a moment. We have updated the teasers. We have them in now. So we have the one for the mansion map that I created, and I did that one, and then I designed the whole thing by myself. Well, mostly by myself. I think it was Silo and somebody else who added the campfire and the tents. And then Silo made his own, and then we all sort of pitched in for the others. I want to say Binto mainly was the builder for this one. And then you also have a full community thing. So I think there's like 5 of us working on this teaser for the climate change map that Medi made. I think it was Ron, me, Binto. I think Vale popped in at one point. Blib wanted to hide ahead somewhere, but no. I vetoed that. Mr. Cat, if I didn't already say it, and then Silo. Point is, anyone who was on at that point helped with this one. And I think we did a pretty good job. So we got the jungle, we got the snow, we got the little rocky area over there. Oh, hey, there's Silo's head. And then we have the Badlands biome here. And then we also got the center area, and we just improvised what we could. Then we also have the FNAF map. So this one was made by Mr. Cat. And we do have a couple maps on the way. So Ron is still working on at least the preview for the Skeld map. And then we also have one by Binto that's coming up. So I'm going to wait until those are done. Basically, until I release the fully give Medi what we currently have. I'm going to wait for that. But for now, we can look at the Hall of Helpers, which is just, if you've worked on any of the maps, then I put you in here. And if we get so many maps, I might divvy it up where the Hall of Helpers are specifically with, like, only shows people on that floor. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So, of course, you have me, who did worked on the booth map, datapack coding, lobby 1 and 2. So that basically is talking about just the lobbies in general. I designed the lobby for the first version of the lobby, and then this new revamped one, I was the main designer. And then you have, well, one of the main designers at least. And then, of course, okay, so originally, my boyfriend's head was here, but he thought it was going to be funny if he just existed somewhere else. So, that's what this question mark was. And then he's somewhere. I'm not going to spoil where he is. He knows where he is on the map. But, yeah. And so he helped me with the staircase. I think I mentioned this last week. He helped with the staircase, the stairs, and then as well as the ceiling design. Then over here we have the booth map, and I'm credited it again because, of course. And then you have Silo and T-Dog. Then you have Medi. And then if only one person makes a map, if one person solos a map, they'll get this spot because then it'll be nice and even. And then we have more. I need to change this. And then, of course, we have more name, more space. And then on this side, we have the Five Nights at Campcraft team. So you have Mr. Cat and Ash, who were the main builders, and then also Ron and Welly, who helped with some of the details. And then, of course, people who helped with the lobby version 2. So you have Vale, Binto, Silo, Ron, and Mr. Cat. And then over here is just a spare map slot. So we do have room for people. And then, of course, this can expand as well. So, and that's all the major updates. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm very excited with how this map has turned out. I don't expect there to be any like issues with it going to 21.10. So we'll see what happens. I might do some testing tomorrow/today because it'll be Saturday when this goes live. Video goes live. So that will be that. And then I will also see if I can work on the trailer for my character for season 3. But most of my season 3 efforts have been elsewhere for this week because there were things I needed to do. But regardless, thank you all for watching this little update on how it's been going, and hope you have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you, and goodbye!